Right, welcome to part 3 and probably the final part, I think, of this particular session that we sort of do in the Xenonauts 2, just with the tips and tricks. It's sort of a bit of a tutorial on what to look at. This will be probably the most important of them in the sense of the combat, both aerial and also to do with the actual, like, trying to capture aliens. So we'll sort of go through all those different bits and pieces. We've got a few different things we have to do. We've now got a UFO that has been detected. We want to actually shoot this one down over land and then go and capture it. Now, if we slow down time and center on the UFO, there it is in through there. So it's now coming across Spain. If we go and click on it, we then bring it back up through this other side. So we want to launch the interceptors and then essentially go and grab this thing. So we'll just go and do this one. We've got the two angels, Angel 1, Angel 2. They've got their loadout. We can change the loadouts as well. Like we can sort of start to change things around with these as well if we wanted to, just like we can with the other units. Again, nice and simple. It's going to 2 hours 20 to basically get there, which won't be very long. At the moment, we've got full armor, full health, full fuel. That will then change as things sort of then go and work. So let's launch the aircraft. They'll now sort of start to move off. We'll just go a little bit faster. Now, it is over land. It's over England at the moment. So what we can do, if it's over water, we can tail it until it's over land. If we're worried about that it's going to get shot down over water, we can then just tail the target anyway and then decide when to shoot it, to try to shoot it down. I say shoot it down, but it should be try to shoot it down. We can commence the attack if we wanted to do it in through here. Now, at the moment, this still requires some work in the early access. I don't know when it'll be sort of worked on. I find it quite functional, but it is easier just to auto do the combat. But I'll show you sort of how it does work, and then we probably auto combat as well. It's good. It gives you the choice. If you don't like the result, you can do the other. So if we just go to commence attack in through this side, and so it says incomplete area. So the air combat layer is fully playable, but is much less polished, balanced than the rest of the game. It will receive a major visual and gameplay update during early access. Details of this are in our roadmap. So it's still coming, and but like it's still the same as pretty much Xenonauts 1 at this stage. I find it still quite functional. There's different ways of playing this one. I think I'll just go and I'll just press OK, because this is the combat. Essentially what you do is you just pick and choose. Like you pick your unit, tell it where you want it to go. Just go back up the top and through here. Tell it to go down over this other side. So you can sort of zoom in, do different sorts of things. It will then start to, the scout should pick on one of them. It's a bit more clever than it was in Xenonauts 1. It will actually now flick between whichever one's closest. So we will take damage in through here. So we launch immediately. Bang. So we've got a couple of hits. We can have a bit of a look to sort of see what's happening now. With them selected, it's not going to help us much. Let's just move this one down. This one's getting closer. We'll just move that one away. We want to stay away from the angles of the enemy as much as we can. Let's move this one now back up. Oops, we're in trouble here. So we're being hit a number of times. You can see this isn't going too well for us. We can do different sorts of maneuvers as well. Like we can sort of do like evasive rolls to the right. Let's try one of them. And with this one in through here, we'll just come straight after the scout now. So it's not working. We're in trouble here. There's nothing much else I can do. So I probably will. Actually, I can use the afterburners. Let's just go after the scout with this one in through the side, and we'll just use the afterburners on both of. Actually, the afterburners on that one's not going to help me. So let's actually not do that. Let's use the afterburners on this one here. Get out of there. I think we're in trouble here. Oh, we're just out. We're just out. Now, it's not good. And this one's now going to come in and cop it. And we're coming in now. And we didn't really have both. So we still haven't got it yet. So you can see we're not doing too well here. Oh, we got it in the end. But, God, we took some damage there. So we can either accept the result or not accept the result, basically. But we do actually still have... the health is down to 1 out of 100 in through here. You can auto battle those, and the game does suggest that you do the auto battle. So we'll have a look at that later on. We'll accept the result anyway, so that's actually okay. And we've now got a crash site in England, essentially, where we can now go and do this particular one. So it's only a small scout. It's like the smallest, or actually there's a fighter unit as well, but it's a small UFO that has now actually crashed. It will have a few different types of aliens on board. They'll be more difficult than what we've gone after before. We've got 3 days to do this one. We can allow the locals to clean it up, and we then get 100,000 cash for that one. Or we can launch our combat team. Now, we definitely want to be launching our own combat team, but let's just go through now and fix up what we need to get these things working. So at the moment, we still have got, if we go back into our research, we're still doing the Warden combat armor. We still haven't got that yet, unfortunately. It would be great if we did, but we don't actually have it. So it's going to be a little bit more tricky than what we thought. This is going to be a reasonably tricky combat, but I will actually just play through the whole combat in this instance. We can then just go through the ways of approaching combat, like by being cautious. There's no rush with this one. If we just go across to our armory, what I want to do through here is actually go and set up. Now we've got a couple of privates. I might even bring them back out and bring others back in. But what I want to do is when I go to I've got 2 assaults. I'm thinking I'm going to make 3 of them. You can see there we've got another 6. If I get rid of that, I can then put the med kit back over there, and then we want to go to equipment, and we've now made 3 of these stun batons. So I'm just going to go and drag that across into there. So it should just go straight across. Yep, there we are. That's right on the limits, 95 out of 95. So this one can still do what he has to do, Sergeant Winston Lewis. So he now has a stun baton. So that's going to allow us to then stun aliens, or we can still use the primary weapon. The next assault is Anna Popova. We'll move that one across as well. I'll ditch the demolition charge. I'm going to grab, actually with the other one as well, what I want to do is I want to make sure that we're mainly going in with either with flashbangs and also with smoke. So they're the 2 different types that we actually do want to have for both of these. Now I can set this up as well. Like if I want to go back in and go to and make this the default for assaults, I can do that. So let's just go and save that. We'll just go yes. That way when we come back down to Anna, we can then just go load in that particular one. We've got 2 left over, but that's pretty much it. So she's now decked out. We do want to get a 3rd one as well. And we've got some corporals and privates in through this other side. We've only got 3 of them. We've got 2 with the batons. I think that may be enough if I keep them together. I would feel more comfortable having a 3rd. So this one here, what's his strength? 42, pretty low. 70 strength, good health, good time units. This one's very good actually. So this one, I think we might make, this one's only a private, but he's got a really good skill set. So let's actually make him also an assault. Now, hopefully we've got enough defender armor. Yep, so that's now been brought across, and he does actually have still enough to do what he has to do there. That's all. That works out well. So we've now got 3 assaults for this particular mission. We'll just go back across to the Skyhawk, and we'll just check out. We've got the sniper. We've got the assault there, which I don't want to do that one. I want to grab one of the other riflemen. So Jan, which is number 4. Across that side. Then we've got the shield unit, assault, the heavy, assault, and assault there. Okay, so we want to try to keep everyone together this time. We don't want to go have them split off because this is going to be a much more difficult. I mean, we'll split off a little bit, but not much. We're going to try to keep in communication with everyone. So we're now ready to go in for this next mission. The Mars I'm still keeping the same way, but I'm concerned about it now doing too much damage. But we may need the damage capability of the Mars one. Everything else is 100% with health, etc. So we're okay to go there. Let's just go back, and we will click on this one here, and we'll launch our combat team. I've got to say it's a bit clunky. Setting up the drop ship and then coming back and having to do all that. So hopefully that'll be changed at some point during the early access development. I think there's a fair bit to do, but it still plays very, very polished. Let's just speed this one up. Now we're going to be again going in daylight, which is okay. Reach the crash site. How should we proceed? So we'll commence the tactical battle. Now, this will be a random map that gets generated. Okay, mission briefing. An alien spacecraft has crashed in the region. We must eliminate any surviving extraterrestrials so we can recover the wreckage for further study. So we need to eliminate all hostile units. Alternate, eliminate all hostile units within the UFO and hold it for 3 turns. Lost conditions, all Xenonauts are eliminated. It is easier just to remove everyone, just so you don't have any threats on the outside, and then go after the vessel itself. As this vessel has crashed, the UFO and its contents may have suffered damage, and some aliens may have been killed on impact. So we can see there's an alien back over through here. This is a more powerful type of alien now than we've seen before. So we can see one of them there already. And this will be a good indication as to how we then go about destroying these sorts of aliens and how we can then go and do it. Now we need to then just have a bit of a look to see where we are. We've got one vision in through this other side where this alien is. They can be anywhere on these maps. These maps are so much fun. They're really, really cool. Now, we do have to look at every single corner here. So I'm just going to go and spin these around so William Jensen can have a look over that way. We're seeing a farmer. Now, if we see a farmer, we're not going to see many aliens. I can move across, and then we can get a shot down this way. If I just go and click there, for example, I've got 50 time units left. Press Shift, and I do get a 57%. But there is, you see how the this here is blocking the way? So what I can do is I can grab the Mars platform, and if I press Control, I can do a big shot at its cover and just get rid of the cover with this one. So I might as well do that. It's going to leave me with 37 shots. Now if I just go and right click on that one, even at 35, it's still an 82% chance of hitting it. I think I'll actually do that. Oh, we didn't get the kill. Let's just do it again. And Control. So 35 into this side. I can actually now just right click again and just get the higher level hit. So that's now been opened up where he's not going to have as much protection. And so now that we've actually sort of gotten, and this is a good way to do things, but it's still at very early days. Now what we want to do is we want to capture these as much as we possibly can. So I want to try to get some shots in on this one if I can. So let's just go across and just see if we can do some damage. Now he's been suppressed. If we now run in with Sergeant Winston Lewis, I can get to there with 40. The baton, if I click on the baton, takes 16. So I've got 40 left. I've got 2 shots at trying to damage him. So if I just shift and click, it's hopefully can actually now stun him. This is why we want to use the batons. So let's just go across and do that. Don't tell me we missed. Okay, we've now stunned him. So the civilian engineer has now fallen unconscious. That's one that we've now captured. So he's still alive. We don't have to tie him up or anything like that. The game sort of just looks after it. He's still got 8 units left. Now we've sort of rushed out and done that one. That was really what I wanted to sort of show to a large degree. And then then also sort of move across. Now there's nothing much we can do. Let's just go and crouch down. And actually we can't grab that one just yet. We'll just go and face this way. So we can't do much more over that side. So getting rid of the cover is important. It didn't work that well in that particular one, but doing a little bit of damage and then coming in and finishing them off with the stun batons is really the ideal here to just to capture them so we can then make good use of them. Now there's absolutely no rush with what we're doing in through this side, so let's just have a look out this way. Oops, there's another one. Now that is a different type of alien, is it? Or is that no, that's a different one than what we saw there over here. That was an engineer. I'm not sure if this is an engineer or some sort of soldier. Again, it's just a civilian, I think. I think that's what they're called. It's got 6 armor. Yeah, I think it's the same sort of deal, actually, that we saw there before. All right, so what we'll do here is, he's not looking, so we can move up to there, and then we can throw a demolition charge to get rid of that if we wanted to. So if we just, even if we go across this other side, it's 31, it's 32 to throw this. I think I'll still take it. If I go to there, with a demolition charge and shift throw, it's a 66% chance to actually hit that from that location. Let's just try it. That's another one down there. Look, I'll still do it. So that's now wiped out the cover that he had. We've got 11, so we're just now going to duck down. So we've got to be careful here. Like, you know, these will sort of, there's a lot of them are in this. These missions become a lot more dangerous. Now we've got a 100% chance there to do some damage. So we'll go and do this one. And if we right click on it, it's 77% with 36, which will give us, we still won't get the other shot. So let's just go back this way to 100%, make sure of it. Now we're not going to get the kill here. This one's got 85. This is a bigger unit. This is more dangerous than what we saw there before. Yep, only did 20 damage. It's down to 65. Let's move off. So we know, let's sort of keep that one under cover. Now what we need to do is protect that unit. So we need to now come across with one of these guys. Do have demolition charges with this one, but that's sort of not really what we want. What can we do there? We can get to 35, 40 there. These are 35 to then sort of to throw a smoke grenade. Just press shift. It's a 96. Let's do that. This will then cause it an issue where it can't really see us clearly. So let's go to there. Now that little yellow number that went above it, that's the stun factor. If it comes through here, then it's going to start to get stunned. This is important. Like, we need a lot of those, mainly for when we get the alien spaceship, but I thought I'd just show that as well. The more we can do that, the less we have to then do with our stun batons. Let's move this one down into the middle, and we'll just sort of start to have a bit of a look to see what's going on around this other side. So we'll just move this one down into here. Okay, we're not seeing much down that way just yet. Let's, because she's got the shield, we'll just leave her where she is with some reaction fire. Stun baton through this side as well. Just get this one ready to react. To see if we can then sort of somehow capture this one as well. And so that's sort of one of the missions we want to do with this one, is just like use a few of these guys with batons to do as much stunning as we possibly can. Now we do actually have the heavy. We can get up to there. 44 doesn't really give us enough. 38 not going to help us. So the aliens are now becoming more difficult for us. Okay, so this one over here, I don't know what sort of shot they're going to be able to get back against our unit. We have to be a bit careful with him. He doesn't have protection. This will help a little bit. If we have a look and see what he can then go and do, if we just, yeah, it's only the wall that's going to sort of stop it. It's only 21% chance with that one through there, and a 0% because of all the smoke to get hold of that one through there. But be interesting to see what this one actually gets up to. Now we've sort of moved everyone at this stage, so we don't need to do anything else. That's sort of worked out fairly well. And we'll now end our turn. And see the stun? It missed. Went through the stun again. It's now down to a fairly weak number. It's going after farmers. And there's more of them down this way as well. So there's a lot going on. Right, so we are now see this one now has also been stunned in the in the smoke. It's really powerful, probably overpowered to be honest. It's a really good way to knock out the units. And so I've been able to show basically the two things that I really wanted to show here, which was using smoke to stun and also using the batons to stun. Now this is just another one of the soldier units, so we've got a 42% chance there. If we move this one across into here and then just do a shift click, that's a 52. It's not great, is it? Again, if we look at that one and just see what we've got the wall there, and we also have the hay bale there, which is a bit of a problem. He's used his shot. We know that there's another one back over this other side. Now we do actually have demolition with some of these units. He's used up his demolition charge. The throw here is a 76. Let's go for it with the demolition. Okay, that's gotten rid of that one. Didn't do any damage to the unit, but it's, you know, it's got where we need to be. We've still got 31. I can't do anything else with the grenades. Now we do have another smoke grenade here, but we need to do the damage first. Now that we've got that one down, it's a 42. It's still not great. This one in here, if we move this one up to 54 and 52%, it's really not great. It is not great at all. And if I could throw another detonation in here to clear out the area to open it up, but I don't think I want to do that. I can move that one across. And that's a 64% times 3. It's got 6 armor, so it's going to survive it. I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll probably just sort of almost leave things the way that they are for a little while. Let's leave him with a reaction, so he'll just sit back there. Now we do have her. Oh no, she's already moved. Just leave her where she is. I mean, actually, she threw the demolition charge. We do have another demolition charge here, which I could actually move across and then blow up this area through here. If we have a look and see what we require. Yeah, it's this area through here of the wall. Look, I'll do it just for the sake of it. Oh, didn't leave myself enough. That was one off. Bugger. Okay, well, we'll leave it back this way. And we've got this one as well, which we want to bring across to this other side. Again, there's no rush with this. And I'll leave this one also just sitting back to take reaction shots. Oh, I've got this as well actually, so I can move this one across. Yeah, that's 47. It does give me a shot there. Yeah, 54. I can also press Control and actually hit the wall there as well. That should then become the target, I think. But then it's going to be stuck in front of that one there. If I move it to there, we don't get the shot at it. So I do have to move across. Yeah, that one's okay. Let's do that. Oh, nothing much. Not enough damage. Okay, we've still got another few units. This one is went out the other side, so we now need to bring this one across as well. Probably sort of start to move over this other side now. Just keep on looking at this other direction. Missed. It's not. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. We can't get the range with the grenade. Sort of. It's about the. That's about the distance there. Okay. So anyway, we're sort of just moving through. I've got a flashbang in here. If we have to rush in, I'll use the flashbang at that point, but not yet. We'll just leave that one there as well. Okay, I think everyone's pretty much done. And you've just got him now waiting to use his shot and the sniper as well. So we'll end our turn here. Now, when it comes up with cannot act, just right-click the end turn button. Whoa, they've got strong weapons. Awesome. And we got here, not quite. Sorry about that, I had a phone call right at the worst possible time. You can't pause the game when it's doing that one. What actually happened there? We've got another one that's now been knocked unconscious. We've got 2 unconscious down through here in the smoke haze. It took damage from the units. We're still, everyone's health, the red bar, is actually showing that we're doing really, really well. If we end up in the smoke, it's then going to show it a different way. But we're using our equipment, but one of the great things, because you're not actually building the equipment and need to essentially tick it off at the end of a mission to make sure you've still got it, just use it. You know, like it's great. We've now got 3 of the big guys down, which is fantastic. We still need to keep on moving. Now, there was the attack that came through this other side, so we know that there's more aliens down this way. We've still got a lot of work to do to get to the actual craft itself. Let's just keep on going through. We know that there's another one down over here, but we should be pretty clean now along this road. Let's just have a bit of a look across. Still not seeing much. Let's just move around the corner. There's the ship. Okay, so the ship is back over there. We want to control this area through here so we can then start to move into the front of the ship. So the front of the ship is going to be important to us. It's taken some damage. You can see there's some holes in the actual hull itself. You can throw things through there. So that's actually one thing you can do. And you can see how effective the smoke is for knocking out the aliens. So we'll be wanting to do that. Now I can get across there with, let's just move this way. Still not seeing anyone. Now, if we were playing at night time, because I probably won't get a chance to show this, we'd end up with flares down through this side, which are like another free type grenade. This is where we'd be throwing flares out into these sorts of areas just to light this right up, just so we can see anything that actually moves in there. Let's move across into here. And we'll just move across until we can sort of duck down in this area with Petra Pecorni through this other side. We know there's somebody else in here because we saw them attacking back over this way. There must be a body back in here somewhere. All right, so we'll move you up as well. We want to get right up close against this particular wall. Don't want to go expose too much of what we're doing, so let's just move this one back across. And then duck down. In fact, I will jump across. I don't know if we'll see anyone wander out this other side just yet. Now we'll bring this one through the middle. There may still be other aliens. In fact, we know that there's still other aliens over there. So let's move this one across the other side and start to sort of work on different things. There we are. Now we've got a 50% shot there. If we just hover this one around a little bit, it's not too bad there. Now we're going to have 18 points left over, so we've got we want to do a 43 action, so we want to get to where we can get like 43 left over. 45 there would be good. If at that point, if we just shift click, it's up to 52. Let's go for it. We did 46 damage. These are powerful things. We've only seen the one type. There's usually multiple types, but in this case there isn't. Now, Private Jensen. Again, we don't need. We've got enough of these now that we've sort of captured. That we're going to be able to sort of capture. So we don't have to do that. That's the one that was attacking the others with its weaponry. This one's down to 2. It can't do anything else really. Let's just move this one out across. Not seeing anything else over this other way, but there's a good chance we're going to see it if we move across. There was definitely something back over there, so we want to, if we're going to move across, we want to make sure that we are safe from that angle. There it is. And that's a different type of unit, so we'll be wanting to capture that one if we can. So let's just now go and bring this one back into here. Duck down, and just look at around the other side. Okay, the heavy, how are we going to go there? I've got 29, don't really get a shot at that point. 34 there, we do sort of, but I think we'll actually use this one to also then just come back across to at least that point there. I'm pretty sure we don't get anything at that stage. Yeah, no, we hit the wall. They're going to have to come forward to be able to take that one on. So we'll just move that one up, duck down. Let's move you in front. And duck down in there as well. Now we do want to capture this guy, so I'm going to move these around the other side over here. Nothing else going there. So we want to bring the batons around. These are much weaker, just 45 health, not like the big guys. And again, we'll use the other side over here to now do the killing. Okay, so they're all down. All we've got left is our sniper. Now the sniper, I would like to try to take a shot if I could. 46. Yeah, I'll give that a go. I'll give that a go. Bang, got him. Excellent. That was good shooting. So we've been able to now wipe out the threat on that side. There may still be more on that other side, but we're closing in now on the vehicle, and then we'll take out the vehicle. There'll be more aliens on the inside there, so we'll go through the methods of cleaning that out as well. There's a few things we have to do here. So let's go through. That's pretty much our turn done. In fact, that one can't do anything else. We'll just end our turn there. Whoa. Whoa, it's lucky that was a miss. So we need to try to capture one of these. Now, we don't have much left. Did we bring any of the other guys across? No, we didn't. 29, that gives me one shot with these. Now, if we put a smoke grenade in there, that will clear that one out, basically. So let's go and do that. Yeah, we'll just throw it there. So it's now stunned. Yep, so it's now, that's a manted soldier has now been stunned. So we've got one of them now, so we don't really need to worry about the other. Nothing else we can do there so much. So we don't want our units. Our units will also take stun damage if they do move in there. We can actually scoot around the side here if we need to, which I think I will do. Back over this way. I've got a 48% chance of shooting that one through there. I might throw a grenade and just blow up the side. So we did a lot of damage. It's down to 10, and we now actually do have a clear shot. And so I've got an 80% chance of shooting. See how important it is to get rid of the protection? You can sort of see what's going on through there. And we're still kneeling down, so I'm fine where I am. And that one's been killed. So that then sort of clears out what we think is left over everywhere else. Let's keep on just scouting out a little bit more over this other side. See, he's alive, so we can be pretty much sure that there's nothing much else over this other way. I've left it with only 3. I'll just move up. So I'm assuming there's not going to be anyone down there, otherwise he'd be dead. Now we do want to start to move this one across towards the middle of the map. This one doesn't take any sort of stun damage through the through there. Just leave it where that is there. Now we should be pretty clear around the front and through this side. Now I want to get my my close-in range guys in through this side, but I need to see what's on the other side through here. So we do actually have all 3 of the assault guys are together, but we do need to see what's in through this other side over this way, just in case there's anything. Okay, we're okay there. Not seeing anything down the other side there. Just crouch there for a minute. Bring another one across as well. These have got great time units, so we've actually sort of chosen very well with these units. I'll put this one on the other side. So I think we're pretty clear as far as the ship is concerned. We can certainly see most things in through here. Just in case they open up the doors, we want to just keep track of what's going on. So we'll just sit back there. That one's actually can't move any further. The now suppression through the machine gun. I don't want to have too much stuff going on the inside, so I'll move these over without getting. Actually, no, I'll leave her where she is. She can just stay where she is. Everyone is pretty much moved except for this unit. I do want him to go through this door. Quick look around. And just keep him crouched down for now. That door opened, but it's probably this guy here that came through. We can sort of see that there was some sort of movement through there at some point. So just in case there's another unit back in through this other side. But we've got rid of the Mantids now, as well as the Sebians, or whatever they're called. Now we've still got the sniper. We want to get the sniper across in towards the middle of the map. Okay, we're getting good vision on the actual ship itself. Everyone has moved. We'll end our turn. Here they come. Now they'll come outside. There'll still be one on the inside there. This is what they do. This is why we didn't want to be exposed. %. I've got a grenade there, which I can't reach that far. Just press escape to stop that one. Let's have a quick look around, just make sure that there's nothing else that we have to look after. So I'm leaving myself enough action points to be able to sort of duck back in behind the behind everything. Yep, so I can just move to there and then crouch. This one here, don't have enough to crouch, but that's okay. Now this thing can do a lot of damage. Can I get a shot there? Just press shift. No, we can't. We're likely to do damage to our own unit, actually, if we did that. 53. If I right click, it's 43. I do get 2 shots with this. Let's just go for it. Yep, good. So we might be able to use the, so we've now got another, if I right click again, I've now got a 53. Let's just go for it, see if we can knock him out. Yep, got him, great. Okay, that's good. That's now pretty much cleared everything out. So we can now go after and assault the actual craft itself, as long as there's nothing around the outside, but it doesn't look like there is. We want to duck in, not so much around the front, but just around the corner here. And there is a possibility of throwing, actually we don't have enough to do it, but let's just go this side, duck on down. In fact, I won't duck down because she's now got enough for a snapshot if anything does walk this way, but I don't think anything will, to be honest. Just move this one down, 15 for that one. This one we will duck. So we want to get on the side of the ships. And then we want to start, if there is anything we want to do on the front, we want to then sort of have the front sort of working that way. Now, we've got a smoke grenade in here. The others also have smoke grenades. I'm just going to move this one into this side here. And again, we've got 19 with 20 left, so I'll just leave that one where that is. That one's got no more action points left. Now I don't really want to be killing the unit that's inside there, but we will have to do some damage. So just move across and crouch. Can't do anything else there really. Bring that one across. You can see how much more engaging it is than the original. Like there's a lot more going on, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot more going on. Now, the sniper really is here to kill things off. He does have another smoke grenade though, and that's actually probably the thing that's most important. Let's just move down into this location. The soldiers, if there's no soldiers left on board, they're not likely to sort of do anything. So we have exposed a few units back out through here. Everyone has now moved. We'll just end our turn again. It'd be unusual for them to actually do anything. So what we want to do is we want to now open the doors and then throw in smoke grenades. So it's a little bit risky. If I move that one to there, 25, that one's 24, 32 to throw a smoke grenade there. I think we'll just get ready. Again, there's no rush with this. In fact, we can sort of see across because of the roof has been damaged. I think we can technically throw in grenades in here. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. We've got a grenade in there that we can throw. We'll do the same. We'll do that over here actually. So we'll start the process. So we can get in there because of the broken roof. Like there's a way to sort of get the grenade lobbing in. I'm not sure whereabouts it's actually showing. I don't know if that's a bug or not, but it's hey, you know, if it works, it works. But I don't want to be putting smoke too close to the entrance, so actually I won't do that. Just press escape. Now we're going to, we've now got a lot of action points, so we'll now just duck down. Actually, that's too dangerous. I'm going to have her look the other way. It's too much friendly fire going on in here. Even with him, it's too dangerous. Let's just get him looking the other way as well. can't shoot. So might as well look in. So we'll just get ready for the final assault. So what we want to do in here is we also want to be capturing more than anything else. Now this one can't it can't jump over with the shield, so it has to run around. It's really not going to be able to do much in here, so we'll just move that one through. Okay, in we go. So I don't think that they're going to open the door, but we'll see what happens. We do actually have the shotguns ready to go, if they do. What I might do is I might just move this one around and crouch. So we've got 2 shotguns there ready to go. Okay, end our turn. Right click to end our turn. Yeah, so the friendlies are still moving around, and that means that there's no other aliens really around the outside. We've cleared them all out. Okay, here we go. So this is now going to be the interesting bit where we can sort of then go in and just check and see what actually happens here. So let's just go and open up the door. Now we've got a sort of like a brainiac one and another one of these mantises. Now all I really need to do here is, instead of shooting them, I'm just going to go and throw, that's a flashbang. We'll throw that one to start with. That's a 94. Let's just go and do it. So they've both been suppressed. Let's get this this smoke grenade going. So they're going to start to take stun damage. Now the thing with this is that we can't close the door. So you can see there, it's actually, like in Xenonauts 1, you could actually close the door and just keep on milking what you're doing. But by doing this, we essentially are now going to have them get damage all the way through. So let's just move out of the way with these units until we sort of can rush in with the batons. And this one still has a smoke grenade as well. So I'm just going to leave that one where that is. Now we don't actually have anything we can do there. I will turn this one around because he may get the shots in that we require, but we want to capture this unit here if we can as well. So let's just leave him in there. We won't do the sniper. Actually, I'll turn the sniper around just so that he doesn't get a shot. This one here also has smoke, so I'll move this one up. That one doesn't have anything else left, so let's just move him out of the way. Get you ready. Okay, that's good. We've still got demolition charges, which we don't actually need. But the smoke will affect us, but it's going to affect them more. Now they're going to try to get to, I think there's a position somewhere where they can actually lock the door down. They'll go for that one again, but they'll still be taking stun damage each turn. So we'll just right click. Yep, just friendly activity there. All right. So now they've closed the door, but the smoke is still active. So what we'll do is we'll just sit there and just wait. So we'll bring this one across with the next smoke grenade. And what we should have happen is we should be given the all clear fairly soon. We've got 2 more smoke grenades. We've got to be careful we don't right click on there to open up the door. We'll just stay there and wait for any sort of reaction. Now, it's still got full health, but it is being stunned each time that it moves around inside the smoke. So we'll now end our turn again. We may get a mission end. Let's just go across and open the door again. There it is at the back. Now it has been stunned, and this one over here will have been stunned as well. Now we don't need this one over this side, but we do need to get this guy. So let's just go and throw another smoke grenade over this way. It's going to take a little bit to bring this one down. I might just rush in so you can sort of see again the baton. We're going to go inside the vehicle now. This one was suppressed. If we can just suppress it again. We've still got another shot in here. Let's just suppress that one. So it won't shoot at us. And we'll now use the baton. That's 15 suppression and more. And we can't do any more than that. We've got 15 left. Let's just get down low. It may fire at us, but let's just see what actually happens in here. Let's get inside with these other guys. Can you get in there? Actually, he can get in there for another shot as well with his baton. So we're now charging in and sort of doing the damage inside here. Hopefully this suppression will then sort of kick in fairly soon. This is a very, very powerful creature that we actually have over this other side. But inside the smoke, it's going to make it difficult for it. I actually normally wouldn't do this, but it's sort of, I thought I'd just sort of show how the smoke and the batons then sort of work. There we go, that one's been knocked out. So we've actually been able to knock that one unconscious as well. So we've been able to do fairly well in here. It's just this guy in here now. So let's end our turn again. Actually, have we got this one as well? That one's got 18. Let's just move in. It's 12. It did a reaction fire. That's good. It means it can't really do much else. Let's just duck down. So it's trying to fire through the smoke. Now we still have a grenade demolition. We don't want to be doing anything with that, so we're happy enough with that one. He also has smoke. Let's just leave it where it is for now. And we have suppression. No, yeah, we do actually there. It's 33. Now if we do that one and then fire that one in, 84. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Let's go and do that. We've got a chance of hitting our own guy. That's 91 there. Let's do that. It's been suppressed. So again, it's just going to have a lot less action points next turn. What about you? What have you got? You've got grenades as well, so we'll move you up. So this is just doing an assault. Like we could go for the kill, but I'm really wanting to capture this unit. Now that we're in here, we're going to see what's going to go on. This one does still have 13 points, so we'll just go and face, duck. So at least these are now protected. That one's still got things where it can sort of then try to sort of act. This one is not got anything it can do. I think it'll be okay. Let's just end our turn here. There goes the farmer. And now we don't know exactly what the stun damage is on this particular unit. I don't think it shows us anywhere through here, but we should be able to now close in the gap and knock this thing silly with our batons. So we'll just keep on going. There we go. One more hit. It must have been very close. And then mission complete. The beauty of doing it this way is that we then end up with captured units of all different types. And so we can now find out more and more about the actual aliens. And you can see through here, we now pick up medals as well. Like we've got different medals. This is an award for bravery. So we end up with getting extra attributes. Doing these missions is really quite valuable. And we've got everyone sort of leveled up as well. So yeah, these are great, these missions. They're good fun. They're really engaging, so much more so than in Xenonauts 1. You can see how much fun they actually are. It's really, really cool. We picked up a lot of stuff. You can see through here we captured a mantid, a Mentiarch, and a civilian. We've got 3 civilian corpses, 3 mantid corpses. We captured 2 of the mantids, and we captured 3 civilians as well, just using smoke grenades, which I do find a little bit overpowered, but it's still, you know, it still works. It's still good fun. So that's really what we ended up getting through there. 2 locals survived. That's actually not too bad. Only half of them got killed. And it is useful to see where the shots are coming from with the locals. We didn't actually take any damage there. That was a very, very good run for us. It's that's quite rare, actually. This can be quite a tricky. These can be quite tricky missions. There's so much more in the actual game itself. Now, I'll just come back because this will then, when we get back, we then have a whole lot of other different things we can now go and do. So we've got a new resource. This is Selenium, where we start to sort of see what the aliens are using for their technology. We accept that report. We've got autopsies on the mantid, so we're now seeing different types of aliens. We get more information about what type of alien they actually are. The Mentarch as well. Now, it says an autopsy, but in reality, we're just looking at the captured Mentarch. There's only one of those. Pretty much they pilot the ships, I think, is what they actually end up doing. And again, you can just have a look at them. The civilians are really, really quite strong. So these are, they do have bad eyesight, so they don't actually get to see. But so you can see there's different sorts of abilities that each one of them actually has. So we accept that report. We've got they've got a cutter beam back and through here. Did a lot of damage to our particular craft. It is better at this stage to just auto do the battles, but I thought I'd just show that anyway. We did very, very poorly in that one. And new research projects available. We've now got because we captured it, we can then get the interrogation projects, which is great. And if we go back and assign the projects, you can now see that we're still getting our Warden combat armor. So we're still very early on in the game, but we're getting ahead with so much of what we're actually now doing. So we've got like quantum teleportation, which is another main quest. We've got the interrogations down through here as well, which are quite short. These will then give us better chance. Now the civilian, it is actually important that we do try to get that under control, because it'll give us a 15% damage bonus against that type of alien. That would be a good one. They're quite damaging, so that would be great to be able to do that one. Anyway, we'll wait for this to be finished. I think that sort of really gets you started. Like it's we've gone through the basic tips, I guess, for playing Xenonauts 2. Just don't rush it. Like particularly if you're not in a time constraint, really make sure that you're managing your time units, and just have objectives and just clear out the terrain in front of what you're doing and keep yourself protected. And that's pretty much it. It's not difficult, but it's hard to stop the rush of blood when you think you can get a lucky shot in. It's one of those games where you want to be playing safe a lot. Anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it. There's not much else we need to really talk about. Again, I would be then reshuffling who's on the actual craft itself. If we have a look at the soldiers, you can see the Skyhawk is now, we've got pretty much corporals, sergeant majors. We've still got a few sergeants and corporals down this way, so I'd be mixing this up a little bit, moving a few others for whatever mission it is that comes next, and sort of moving on from there. But it's great little game, this one. I didn't want to do a big long series. I just wanted to sort of get you started with a few tips to sort of help you get into the game, and it really is a very, very cool game. Anyway, it's coming out in a week or two, so you can grab it from Steam. I don't know if I've got it on my Nexus game store. I'll have to find out as it gets closer to launch if they'll bring it across there. I'm sure they will at some point, and I'll definitely have it in my list of games there for sale as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was helpful.